Good morning, children. Today we are going to see lesson number 3, simple machines. So for that we need to study about work and energy. So first we will study about work. In chapter 2 we have already studied that a force can move a stationary body. In physics particularly, what we will say about work? Work is said to be done only when the body moves on applying a force. No work is done if there is no motion produced in the body, even when a force acts on it. Now, work definition is work is said to be done if the force applied on a body moves it. If no motion or change in the position takes place, no work is said to be done. For that, we have some examples here. First one is a cyclist pedaling a cycle does work. Means here the cycle is moving forward when a cyclist is pedaling. Now the second one is a horse pulling a cart does work. So when the horse is pulling a cart, the position of the cart has moved from one place to the another. Now third one is an engine pulling a train does work. Here the train is also moving forward. Now fourth one is a coolie lifting a box does work. Now fifth one, a boy going upstairs does work. Sixthly, a boy lifting a book does work. That means from the lifting a book does work means on the table if the book is there he is lifting it, so the position has changed. Now however, a person does no work if there is no motion, even if the force is applied. For example, a boy pushing a heavy stone does no work if the stone does not move. Similarly, second example is a coolie does no work while standing with a heavy box on his head, as there is no motion. Now we will study about the definition of energy. A body capable of doing work is said to possess energy. I repeat, a body capable of doing work is said to possess energy. Energy is needed to do work. Actually, energy and work are related to each other. If we have energy only, we will do the work. Okay? So, both are related to each other. So, how to define energy is the energy of a body is its capacity to do work. In simple words, we can say that the capacity to do work is called energy. I repeat, capacity to do work. In your lower classes, I think you might have learnt the definition of energy is capacity to do work is called energy. Now, we will see the SI units. SI unit of the SI unit for both work and energy is joule, and the symbol for it is capital J. If we want to write it in full word, all should be in lower case. We have studied already. So if we want only one letter, then we have to write in capital letter. Now children, so totally work done is equal to force into distance moved by the body in the direction of force. Now we will see about the machines. What are machines? We know several examples like washing machine, Okay, and what else? Yeah, we'll see now. What is a machine actually? A machine is a device which helps us to do work more easily by applying less force and spending less energy. For example, as we take washing machine, if washing machine is not there, what happens? We need to use much of our energy to wash clothes. But what is the machine doing? We will keep all the clothes and also the detergent, and we will switch on, and after that it will be switched off after completing the process. So here we are not using our energy much, just switching on and off and putting the clothes. We are using less energy. Okay, so but the work is being done. So what are the examples for machines? So now children, suppose if the lid of a tin container is tightly closed and if we want to open it, will it be opened? First we will try with the fingernails, but it is not opened. So what we will do? We will take a spoon and insert the front end of the spoon between the lid and the edge of a tin. Then push the other end of the spoon. I will show you the picture. Then the lid gets opened. Now see here, we need to remove the lid of the tin. So it is tightly sticked to the base of the here on the front side of the upper side of the tin. Now this is the lid, which is a small round. We need to remove it. So when we are trying to open it with finger nail, it is not opened. So what here it has been done? So it is the front part of the spoon is inserted between the lid. Here the spoon, the other end of the spoon is pushed down so that the lid comes out. So opening the lid of a tin container using a spoon. Now the second example, children. Now suppose to open a tight nut. This is the nut which is in blue color, dark blue. This is the nut. With our bare hands we cannot turn or remove it. So what we will do? We will use a spanner. This is the spanner, and we will fix one end of it and we will rotate the spanner. Okay, then that spanner will loosen the tight nut. So spanner which is used to open a tight nut. Now the third example is, if a bottle is having a cork, then what happens? With our naked hands we cannot remove. So what here it is done? The screwdriver is inserted into the cork and pulled out. Here the screwdriver is acting as a machine, opening a tightly fitted cork from a bottle using a screwdriver. Now children, we have to move a heavy load from one place to another. So it is very difficult to move it by lifting it or pushing it. So what is needed? Trolley. Here we can see a trolley. Now this heavy load is kept on a trolley having wheels, and it is being pushed so that it is easily rolled off, and wherever we want we can take it easily. Now the fifth one is, in factories a crane is used to lift heavy equipments. Sixth one, a bottle opener is used to open the lid of the soft drinks bottle. So as you all have seen, now the seventh one is, a needle is used for sieving and a pair of scissors for cutting cloth. Eighth one, a door knob is used to lock and unlock a door. Ninth one, a pulley is used to pull a bucket of water from a well. Now the last one is 10th one, an iron bar, which is also called as crowbar, is used to lift a heavy stone by pushing it. Now the above examples, the simple tools such as a spoon, wrench, a bottle opener, a trolley, a crowbar, a needle, a pair of scissors, a doorknob, a pulley, a screwdriver, etc., are some of the examples to show that a machine makes a difficult work easy. Now, children, however, some machines are simple and others may be complex, using several moving parts run by an engine or electricity. Such complicated machines are generally used in factories. I think, is it clear, children? So we have learnt about work, energy and machines, different types of machines used. Thank you, children.